Oh, this might be over 41. It could be an over 41 because I think he's fighting in another category. He definitely is fighting in another category, and he will have, because this is 6 minutes. I think this is a plus 40. So he's fighting in 2 categories, in the normal.
6 minutes is the same as regular category.
Is it?
Chess, yeah, the chess time would be the same. Could still be over 40. But what we know is these are both German fighters. They're both under 95 kilogram. And the game is already underway. Looks like we do have a stonewall attack coming from White. I love it. This is what I play.
So against
I can talk a lot about this one, actually. So that bishop landing on d3 is the powerful one. I don't love playing against the King's Indian in this format or in this structure.
The reason's very simple, Ron, because of that pawn on d6, the e5 square that you're
I would have kept my bishop on d3, would have castled there, reinforced my knight with both my rook, and maintained the pin. The queen isn't in danger. The knight doesn't need to move anytime soon. But he still has the structure established. He's still controlling the center of the board. We are seeing some unconventional moves in the stonewall attack. Usually that knight would also land on d2.
Sometimes on d2 it feels like it's not doing all that much, and so for example here it could have passed by d2. It's irrelevant at the end of the day.
Now it's important that it's on d2 because it contests the e4 square for that knight to jump in.
Boom. So yeah, maybe that d5, I would not have played that d5 move. It seems a little cooperative. Take him with the pawn. Take him back with the pawn.
Now there's a strong outpost on e4 that otherwise wouldn't be there.
That is very true, but the other knight... Oh, so he's taking out the other knight. e4 is controlled.
But he doesn't take the outpost. Very interesting moves from both fighters so far.
Indeed. Indeed. So that is trying to be a bit like a snake in bishop d2 and bishop e1 and just coming to the king's side.
Correct. It comes over to the h-file. It challenges that queen when the knight is on f3.
One way of dealing with this is actually to play b4 and just to hold on to all the lever moves like c5, just to make sure that you have absolute control of the queen side, and then you go towards the king side and you do your little attack and it's absolutely free.
Typically the jump is when c4 is played, you go b4, or c5 is played, you go b4, and you're baiting c5. c5 is an overextension and lost in most positions.
Okay, so this is another approach. Because of the bishop pair, opening everything up could be beneficial.
Yeah, bishop pair definitely favors open positions.
And now we can see moves like bishop b4 could sneak in. Not sure exactly what it does, but that rook on f8 might be a little bit wobbly, won't be able to defend the f7 pawn. So you can start seeing, little clues
of where we're headed. But only 10 seconds left in this chess round. We are going to see boxing from these two German fighters. There's the bell, and the headphones come off. Our fighters will make their way into the ring, get on their gloves, and we are about to see some good boxing action.
Well, I have met Ali too. In the last IFC, he was accompanying the German team, and he told me that he was more on the boxing side of things, but he actually did show some very decent chess. So let's see.
And is this? I think this is Berlin versus Cologne, right?
That could very well be the case.
the German rivals.
This is actually probably the biggest derby of all. Yeah.
Waiting for confirmation, but yeah, it looks like the ChessBoxing Berlin guys are in the opposing fighter's corner. This is interesting. There's a rivalry brewing in Germany, and hopefully they don't build another wall or anything. But we will see some exciting fights between Cologne and Berlin in the future.
It definitely makes board meetings much more interesting.
It does indeed. All right, seconds out from our first boxing round between Cologne and Berlin. Germany is winning a world championship, but what city will they be hailing from?
So this is exactly what he was doing yesterday, just filling him out, coming with a very closed high guard. And
closing distance, good hook cross lands down the middle for the fighter from Cologne.
So you see he's not rushing it. Yesterday he took a lot more risk in the first round and then discovered that the guy actually did know how to box. So he came out in the second round a little bit more cautious.
Smart. Good way to go. Double jab cross, 2 hooks land to the body. Good clean combo from an experienced fighter. Right hook and left hook land for the fighter from Cologne. Good jab, keeps his opponent at bay. Blue fighting out of the southpaw stance. So shots to look for here are the cross from both fighters. The cross is usually the most damaging punch, the one that is most open to split the guard. Also something to watch is the lead foot for both fighter. Generally, whichever fighter has their foot outside of the foot of the other has more real estate to work with. What I mean by that is more of the body is exposed to be able to land that power shot, that cross. Ooh,
he's staying relatively calm for
another cross lands right down the guard. He keeps knocking the guard out of the way and landing a shot down the middle.
That was definitely a stoppage.
An earned standing 8 count for the fighter from Cologne.
But he's staying
put on
very
a clinic.
calm.
This is very clean boxing. You're absolutely right.
But I like Ali's reaction to it. He doesn't seem that
lead
phased.
hook lands, another cross lands. Now, reminder, if there are 2 stoppages in a round or 3 in a fight, it is the end of the fight. So blue needs to not get into what exactly is happening, which is another potential stoppage. Good clinch. He needs to eat up time. He needs to get back to the chessboard. He is staggering away. His opponent knows he's hurt. Throws a Hail Mary of an overhand right, trying to land something, and he smartly clinches and wastes a little bit more time. These are 3-minute rounds. We are most of the way through. We're definitely over halfway, probably less than a minute. But yeah, this is a one-sided fight so far. But we do see fighting back. We do see clinching. This is smart from the fighter from Berlin. Blue is hanging in there and may live to see another chess round.
Where he's doing absolutely fine.
Oh, cross lands down the middle for Blue. Blue showing signs of life.
Is he? Do you think that maybe the red gloves have lost a bit of energy, a little bit of a...
I mean, it certainly takes energy to throw the kind of combinations that earned him a stoppage earlier in the round. I don't think he's exhausted by any means.
No.
But we're 10 seconds out. I don't think we're going to see another stoppage, though. Oh, my gosh. Landing at will.
If I was a ref,
low time.
I would have stopped that.
Ref let it happen, though. And there it is. He survives another boxing round, going to make it back to the chessboard. I think that was really well done by the referee. He heard the 10-second warning. If there was a knockdown or a big shot landed, maybe there was grounds to call it. But I think with that combination, yes, clean shots for landing. Yes, it dazed him a little bit, but it wasn't match ending. So I love the calls by the referee, and I love that we're going to be able to see another chess round between these 2 German fighters. And you may think, 2 fighters from Germany, they must be teammates. But as we were alluding to earlier, these 2 teams are actually rivals within Germany. So this is a competitive match between 2 fighters from Germany who are not on the same team. Here we are sitting back down at the chessboard. Headphones about to come on for the 2 fighters, and we will continue the chess action in a relatively even position. Some unconventional moves coming out of the Stonewall attack theory. But we saw a Stonewall attack from white, a King's Indian from black, and a very equal position. It looks like we do have a mistake on the timer. It looks like it wasn't stopped in between rounds, so we might need to refer to the tape to see how much time was left for black before continuing this match.
That's very unfortunate.
Trying to hint to look back at the tape of when the last round ended so we can find out how much time was left, because it looked like the time was left running. And our arbiter here resetting the timer.
You can calculate it, right? You take the number of round. What is it? 3 minutes.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
And how much is?
Yeah,
white
6
got?
minutes minus the remainder for white will equal black's time.
Mm-hmm.
There's the bell, and we are underway. About 3.5 minutes left for black, so about 1 minute and 15-second time advantage for white. That is the biggest advantage on the chess side so far because positions are relatively equal.
I wouldn't say that, actually. I take back my first diagnosis here. White has the bishop pair, and now he's going to have 2 passed pawns. Actually, that's very well played to have played d5. Now he can give back the bishop pair, actually. He doesn't need to keep every single one of his advantages. That's also kind of a misconception, to try and keep hold of everything when sometimes just one advantage is so predominant that you can just focus on that.
There's good wisdom. If you try to win on too many fronts, you may end up losing on all of them instead of focusing on the strongest front that you have and taking that to an end game.
But he's just won a queen. So, yeah, now it's actually kind of a difficult choice. Do you go for the attack? Do you go for simplification? At the same time, I don't think Refik is that worried about going back to the boxing either. So,
yeah, White in a very strong position, having won that first boxing round and winning on the chessboard. It's I think it will probably end up going to another boxing round. There's enough time on the clock to be able to think and stall if Black starts playing that way. However, I don't know if he wants to go back to another boxing round. He may.
Well, especially there's mate in two. So why are you actually going back to the boxing to come back to the chess to lose?
That's right. Mate in two.
Oh, yeah.
What am I missing?
Okay, well, you got the rook lined up with that bishop. That's one. And then if the queen just took on g6, it's X marks the spot, but like more of a cross.
Is g6 protect him?
No, you can just grab that one and then take a step further. I think the DGT is not giving us the full picture here. Or is he? Actually, he just took the queen back.
Wow, a queen blunder for White, and just like that, the tables have turned tremendously. Wow, Ali in a strong position for Black, up 2 pieces.
The pawns still have a word to say about it, but there shouldn't. Oh, that is. Oh no, it's not checkmate. It's not checkmate. There's still one possible move. There's there's a possible move. This is not.
The rook can defend.
The rook can defend.
It's not checkmate.
If he resigns, that's one thing, but it is not checkmate.
He has not resigned.
No, you can't play an illegal move. There's only one move. Rook f8. There you go.
So one illegal move for Black for trying to just check the king.
Well done. Queen takes g6. It's a good move. And now...
yeah, the end is near. Another illegal move.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh! And the 10 seconds.
That is mate. That is mate.
10-second warning. He almost made it to another boxing round, but Ali might even be a little relieved that ended in checkmate.
Yeah.
Congratulations to the boxer from Cologne, putting on a clinic in the ring and winning definitively on chess as well. So we have a new world champion. And he is going home to Cologne. Congratulations to the Cologne chess boxing team.
I do believe that he still has some fights in another category, as I was saying earlier.
Would love to see him box more. That was fun.
Well, it's like taking a lesson, isn't it? Almost, like you're here and you can see him operate and. 95 kilograms, yeah. Does he want a German flag or does he want a Cologne flag? That's.
I think he has a sponsor. He's putting back on his shirt so he can give his sponsor his due. Incredible feeling, incredible moment for the fighter from Cologne. The crowd and his team going wild.
If that's a new standard, that's definitely one hell of a...
Absolutely.
That's one hell of a step forward.
have seen.
You blundered your queen, but then you were able to convert that pawn into another queen. Did you see that?
Yes, I have seen it. Yes, I have seen.
And this is your first time competing in a chess boxing?
Yes, it's my two fight, yesterday and today.
Well, congratulations. You just dominated on the boxing and on the chess. Congratulations on your wins and your championship.
Thanks, Coach! Thanks, Coach! Danke, Deutschland!
So a world title is going home to Germany.